He was playing with ideas of reality and of fantasy and blurring those lines. And he also liked to play with the borders of fiction.
Jorge Luis Borges is considered a writing giant by researchers and curators like Tad Boehmer with Michigan State University's Rare Books collection. Many of Borges' drafts now sit among photos, recordings, and other artifacts in the Stephen O. Murray and Keelong Hong special collections at Michigan State University. Miguel Cabañas is a professor of Latin American and Chicano studies with the university. He says despite Borges' short stories being originally published in Spanish, his ideas transcended Argentina and found their way to the mainstream by sparking stories behind movies like Inception.
For Borges, reality is not the reality that we think, but it's created in dreams, in memories. Time is not linear. Time is created by human forgetfulness.
But Borges' writings might have never made it to the mainstream if it wasn't for Spanish professor Donald Yates, says Leslie McRoberts, head of special collections. She says Yates traveled to South America to meet Borges after translating Labyrinth and other works by the writer in 1962, one of the first times his work was translated into English. McRoberts says a connection grew and a bridge was built between Borges' work and the world of English literature.
It really reflects the interdisciplinary nature of what we do, of the materials, and how we learn. And you see that bridge that the two of them kind of connected back and forth to each other.
Much of the materials from their personal and professional relationship went to California when Yates and his wife, Joanne, retired in 1982. Borges died in 1986, and Yates later died in 2017. In the following years, McRoberts says Joanne Yates worked with the university to donate several boxes of writings and mementos. She says had the collection stayed with the family, it might have been likely lost because a wildfire destroyed their home in Paradise, California in 2018. Now, things like photographs during his 4 visits to East Lansing are preserved in the collection. It was during one of those stays, library staff say, he taught for a term and got an honorary doctorate degree from MSU. Boehmer says the items help give him and others a 3D view of Borges. For McRoberts, it also stands to preserve the legacy of 2 men passionate about literature.
He's creating a dynamic and different, almost futuristic idea of what things could be like. So that's the legacy that he leaves, and he leaves it here, along with the libraries in Argentina and everywhere else in the world that he touched.
Here for you in East Lansing, Josh Sanchez, 6 News.